Hi guys, so today I'm going book shopping with my sister. I went book shopping with a friend yesterday and my sister got pretty mad at me because we always go to Barnes & Noble together. So I decided to take her on a shopping spree to Barnes & Noble because that's where she wants to go today. And I can't say no to her. I realized that I forgot to grab this, which will make this so much easier. Yeah, me and my sister, we seem to go to Barnes & Noble like every other month just because we both like books. We like collecting books. I have so many books, probably more than I need, but I like them. Because I knew that we were going on a shopping spree, I made a list of books that I know I want to get. And it's a long list. It's like 100 books. So definitely not doing that today. That's definitely a few years kind of thing, and I definitely do not have the funds for that today, but at least when we go I'll know what I want. This is the book list that I want to get. Hopefully I will complete this book list by the time I'm 50 because it's kind of long. Sunscreen, especially since I have so many books now. I think I have like around 200, maybe 150, I don't know. I'll count it and I'll let you guys know how many books I have, but it's hard for me to remember what books I have because I have so many. So I'm glad I made a list because I will need that. Because while I was shopping with my friend yesterday, I almost got the exact same book. I almost got the Federalist Papers again because I thought I didn't buy it. So yeah, that would not have been good. Instead, I just got Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. And I love that book. I read it. It's definitely a classic for a reason. Personally, I don't usually put a lot of foundation on just because I don't like it on my skin. But that's just me. After we go to Barnes & Noble, me and my sister will probably go to Costco. She doesn't know we're going yet, but I need to do grocery shopping. And I'd much rather do grocery shopping with her than by myself. My sister's very excited because we're going to a double-decker one, and she's never been there before, so she's very excited to see that. When I came home from the bookstore with my friend, I told my dad that it was a 2-story Barnes & Noble, and he was like, "They only have 2 stories there?" Meaning they only have 2 books, because he's a dad and those are his dad jokes. The way me and my sister purchase books is if we get cash for like birthdays, Christmas, graduations, that's our book money, and so that's always what we spend it on. And then when we work our jobs, those are saving money. So it's a good thing I just graduated because that means I have money to go to a bookstore. Because books personally are the only like funding I get. Like I don't do like my nails, I don't buy most things, I don't buy movie tickets or anything like that. I just buy books. That is my fun cash. Put down in the comments what like you use your fun cash for. Like, do you like to buy, I don't know, video games or something? Put that down. If it's books, you can put down what books you got. I want to go light on my makeup today just because it's just a fun day with my sister. There it is. We went on a trip and so I couldn't find my jewelry, but I found it. Okay, all ready? So time to go to Barnes & Noble with my sister. This is my sister's fit check. It's beautiful. It's a 2-story Barnes & Noble. It's Percy Jackson. That's so cool. That's a good book. And that's a good book, but my sister's never read it. Got some books. My sister wanted to look at the manga, so that's where we're heading next. Yep. baby.
It's just a baby.
No, it's weird. Mariah went, I am Mariah. Just got back from Costco. Well, we're at Costco actually. And I found Art of War. Okay, so we are back from Barnes & Noble's and Costco because I took my sister there against her will.
I wanted to go there.
She was a willing captive.
Yeah, I guess you could put it
You
that
want to see
way.
the books you got first?
So I got The Maze Runner because I like this series. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. And then I also got Twilight because they were both. This one doesn't have a sticker, but they were both buy one get one 50% off. And I was gonna get this one, so I was like, might as well if you're gonna get 50% off. You know, might as well get both.
Because that's girl math.
Yeah, girl math. You know.
We saved money.
Exactly. And then my final book I got was Peter Pan because I've been wanting to read this. So, and it's a really pretty copy.
It is a pretty copy.
Look at it, so pretty.
I know, it's definitely prettier than my copy.
And there's illustrations in there somewhere. Don't know where they are. Oh, there you go. Illustrations. So I've read both of these ones, but I'm so excited to read Peter Pan because
I've read none of the books I got.
True, you haven't read any of them.
A single one of these.
I've read those too, but I'm really excited.
I read this one, and
I try this one.
I've read all of Mariah's books, but I've read none of mine.
I'm really excited to try this one because lately she loves this book, so she's been talking about it, and
It's so cute.
and I just recently we went to see Finding Neverland, the play.
That one's in my my graduating from college one. There's a few pictures, so you can see those.
But we went to Finding Neverland, and I was like, I really like the story of James and Barry, and I was like, really want me to read it, and I didn't want to borrow a book from her.
And she wanted a prettier book than me.
Yeah, she's my personal library for books I don't have.
And whenever I accidentally get duplicates, then she just gets the one I don't like.
My Dracula is so beaten up.
You're welcome. You got it for free, so you can't be mad. And
True.
I got it for $1, so I can't be mad either.
True.
By the way, my sister also has a YouTube channel, Randomness With Pax, so subscribe to hers. She'll very much appreciate it. She watches she does random things.
That's why it's called Randomness With Pax.
But she likes anime and stuff like that, so she'll be doing that kind of stuff on her channel.
And gaming and stuff. Vlogs too.
Yeah. So at Barnes & Noble, I got The Wizard of Oz. It has
The first 3 books.
the first 3 books, so I got a healthy amount to be reading now. My sister has already read it and loves it. It's one of her favorites.
That's just the first one. I haven't read the
Just
other
the first
ones.
one. So I'm excited to be reading that because I've seen the movie, and since Wicked is coming out and everything, it'll be fun to actually go to the original source material.
Yeah, the whole time we were watching Wicked and stuff, I was actually telling her the origins of it, because I'm like, in the book, and like, it actually tells you how the Tin Man and the Scarecrow like got the way they are, and I was like, Wicked's not accurate in that, but I was like,
the Tin Man real story and the Wicked story, they're cousins, they're siblings. But the Scarecrow is very different.
The Scarecrow is completely different. He's not a person at all. He's an inanimate object that can move and talk. But I actually got my copy in Portugal.
I know. So.
And it is
She's special.
So great. Yeah, I got my copy in Portugal, and I'm like, I love it.
And then I got the Percy Jackson book because I guess there's a new series, and I haven't read the new series. I've only read up to the end of Trials of Apollo. I read everything except the new Nico and Will one. I don't remember.
The Sun and the Star, I think that's what it's called.
That one, whatever it is. I haven't read that one. So I got the new Percy Jackson one, and I'm really excited because I've heard it's about Percy, Annabeth, and Grover again, and they're my favorites. So I'm hoping that is the case in this one. I do plan on doing a reaction to this one because I think that'd be really fun. I know way more about the Percy Jackson universe than the Hunger Games one, so my reaction will be way better.
You were an idiot when it came to that.
I did not know how things.
You know how many times I had to be like, did you get that reference? She's like, what reference? I'm like,
Everdeen.
literally any reference here. And she's like, No, I didn't. It went over my head. I was like,
My
Girl.
my Aunt Amanda also watched the videos, and she was like, Megan, you know better. But apparently I did not know better.
yeah, it's
So-
okay. You just didn't notice.
Yeah, I probably should reread the Hunger Games because I don't remember anything apparently. And then when I was at Barnes & Noble, I was really debating on getting The Art of War, but I just decided not to. But it's a good thing because I found it at Costco.
For cheaper.
For cheaper and with way more stuff because it has The Art of War, Confucius Analytics. I don't know, but it has a lot, and so I'm really excited to add this to my bookshelf. It has The Art of War, the Tao Te Ching,
Yeah.
Confucius Analytics, The Great Learning, The Doctrine of the Mean, and the works of Manichaeus. I don't know, it's old language, so I don't know, I can't read the names exactly right. But I am excited that I finally got it, and that I got it for cheaper. So definitely a steal. Always go to Costco. They have some of the best books and the best box sets. So
For a lot cheaper than you would find at most places. Obviously, they don't have a big selection,
yeah, it's a very small selection.
but generally when we do go buy books, we might stop at Costco first and be like, do they have anything we want there? And then we'll go to like Barnes & Noble or whatever.
And just whenever we go to Costco, that's our tradition is we go and we look at the books before we check out.
Yep. Usually we don't buy anything.
Yeah, unless there's ones that we want.
Yeah.
I love going to bookshops and just like being around all those books and seeing all the titles and being like, ooh, I know that one, I know that one.
I haven't read that one. I want to read that one.
Pretty much, yeah. Like there was that the Penelope song or the last Penelope song, whatever that one.
Yeah.
The Penelope series. I was like, okay, I'm not usually into new books, but I might have to look up and see if it's a good one, and then maybe I'll read that one.
Because you love Penelope.
I love Penelope. I love the Odyssey so much.
It's like one of her top books.
I highly recommend, if you have read the Odyssey and you like it, is to read it. I know it's a tragedy, but read it like a comedy, and it's the funniest thing you've ever read. If you read it like a telenovela, it's hilarious.
I haven't read it, but I plan to.
Yeah. She got really bored when I tried reading it to her.
Yeah. But you also did read it to me as a tragedy, not as a comedy.
I was reading it to her as a tragedy. I was like, this is a very serious book. We must take this very seriously. And she was like, okay, now I'm bored. But if I read her the best parts when I found them. I was like, okay, now read this as a comedy. Peak gold.
It's also just a really good story.
It's also really
And
good.
has definitely stood the time.
Stood the test of time.
Yeah, that. You know what? Says. Taking off the those pictures.
Taking off the pictures of the book. We're taking off the whole cover.
Taking off the stickers. That's what I meant.
No, we're taking off the whole cover. It's naked.
Oh no. I will say this, their stickers don't come off as much.
But with these hardbacks, it's fine.
Yeah.
If it was a softback, that'd be hard.
It's easy with the hardbacks, but with the softbacks, paperbacks, it's hard.
I don't know what it means by meet the author, because he's dead.
Yeah, he's like
And he was dead before the internet was created. I'm pretty sure. That's a Google question, but I'm pretty sure.
Probably, I mean, he
Or he was at least like a great grandpa by the
he
time
wrote
the
that
internet
like 100 years ago. You know,
So I
young
don't-
guy. At
I
that
don't
time.
I don't know how we can meet the author by this link, but apparently if you go to kids.simon and Sucher?
Suture? Yeah.
Sucher? I almost said sucker. To be honest. .com. You can meet Frank L. Baum. No, L. Frank Baum. Baum? How do you pronounce it? Baum?
I think it's bomb.
Okay. Apparently you can meet him.
I like the short Second Life of Brie Tanner.
I love that one.
That one was so
It's
good.
so underrated.
That one was, yeah, that one's so underrated. I really liked the
I've
short
read that
Second
one
Life
at
of Brie
least 5
Tanner.
times.
Yeah, me too. When I first read it, I was like, this one is so good.
And I know she's only in the book for like 2 paragraphs in the
In the Eclipse?
in the eclipse, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Is it
new moon.
New Moon?
No,
New Moon?
no, it's eclipse. It's eclipse.
Yeah, it's Eclipse.
I was
I'm like, it's Eclipse.
yeah.
But like, she's only in Eclipse for like 2 paragraphs. Well, it's a couple
Okay,
pages.
it's a couple pages. Not 2 paragraphs.
But I
like 2
freaking love her story.
And I love Percy Jackson. I like the first series. That one's my favorite. It was definitely the book series that got me into reading and then into writing, because I was like, before I read Percy Jackson, I didn't know authors were people. To be honest, I just thought books were magically there.
Came to existence.
And so when I learned about like Rick Riordan, I was like, oh, authors are people, and if he's a person, then I'm a person, then I can write, because that's the big brain of a second grader. And my favorite one in the Percy Jackson series, probably the fourth one, Battle of the Labyrinth. Usually the second to the last is always my favorite, just because you're in the book enough where you know the world and the characters and all the stakes are big, but it's not the last book where they're wrapping everything up. So there's still that cliffhanger at the end. Anywho, we're just prattling on.
We are just prattling.
To be frank, we're just talking your ear off. Thank you so much for going book shopping with us. I loved it so much. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video and go follow my sister, Randomness With Pax.
The link should be in the description.
It should be in the description if I remember to.
I will remind you.
Yeah, she will. She'll get on me if I don't put it in the description. Well, I almost called you Randomness with Birdie. I call her Birdie. That's my nickname for her.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, bye.
Bye.